Welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Nittany Lions will kick this deep to get us going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And they'll run it out of the shotgun and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We go with a direct snap. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And this pass is caught. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And the tackling right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. First and 10 now for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. Using a strong stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Nittany Lions are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Dropping back, it's Wells. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, TCU. Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
TCU 7, Penn State 0.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. quarterback aligned in a pistol. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They're going to run it here. They'll tackle him at the 27. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Dropping back. It's Wells. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, knocked right through. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here's the second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Palmer. That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 3. Brings up second down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking downfield, it's Wells. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. He's found some room at the 45. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? And that pass is hauled in over the middle and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 20.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Palmer. The defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. State offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Scanning the field. It's Wells. Using his legs on the scramble.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And looking to throw now on first down. He's looking deep here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Pressure is coming. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And the pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick this away to get the second half going. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll feed the back again. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Direct snap to the back. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
The pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. defense in a split backfield now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking downfield. It's Wells. Trying to create outside the pocket now. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Third down coming up.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Got a lane. Can he get in? Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The shotgun handoff here. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The Nittany Lions line it up with 1st and goal. Or it's snapped to the back. Touchdown, Penn State. That puts them on top in the 2nd half. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution of that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. Play action here on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quick throw to the left. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Looking to throw. It's Wells. Here's the throw deep downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
So we'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Horned offense takes the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Looking for his big tight end. He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, what a play by this linebacker. Just sitting back in zone coverage, does a really good job of reading the eyes of this quarterback, anticipates that throw, steps in front, and walks to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. Convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. They threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, good. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They'll kick it away here. The kick mishandled. The ball is loose. It's a foot race. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. But you talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st down, it's play action. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Final quarter coming up.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play. Penn State 35, TCU 14.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
First down, Penn State.
And the Nittany Lions are going to cash in here in the red zone.
29 Philly.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. Second down coming up.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Back to pass. It's Wells. Caught near the goal line. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Caught quickly. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he doesn't, so now we've got a fourth down.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the route is on.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. Fourth down and goal, I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
TCU 14.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive.
And the TCU offense will take over. First and 10.
And the TCU offense takes the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And here's the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. That was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through.
And he throws his third interception of the day. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work at the 44.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back line. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. The Sauk were able to bring him down quickly. Crucial 3rd down play right here. And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Good enough for 1st down yardage.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, wherever we feel like doing it.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
At the 9-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games with a little bit more suspense.
This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.